From steel-crushing monsters that flatten cars into paper-thin slabs, to wood chippers that devour entire trees faster than you can blink, this is tech trouble, where machines don't just work, they dominate. Get ready, because what you're about to see isn't just heavy machinery in action, it's total annihilation. Turning raw boulders into usable aggregate takes more than muscle. It takes a full rock crushing and screening plant working in perfect sync. Massive stones are loaded into heavy jaw crushers and vibrating feeders where they're broken down into smaller, workable fragments. Conveyor belts then carry the crushed material across multiple screening units, sorting it by size for construction and industrial use. Every part of the system works in harmony. Feeders load, crushers grind, conveyors transport, and screens sort, creating a non-stop production line that transforms mountains of rock into the building blocks of modern infrastructure. People say tires are built tough, but watch what happens when they meet this beast. This is a tire shredding machine built for one purpose only: to rip apart industrial and vehicle tires that weigh hundreds of pounds. A heavy-duty conveyor drags the rubber giants straight into the shredder's jaws. Inside, massive rotating blades slice through thick rubber and reinforced steel wires like they're nothing, tearing them down into manageable chunks within seconds. What used to be a bulky, unmovable tire is transformed into valuable material for rubber products, construction fill, or even fuel. Brutal, fast, and precise. When brute force meets precision, you get a machine like this. A material handling excavator fitted with a heavy-duty hydraulic grapple takes on the toughest challenge, lifting and loading uprooted tree stumps and massive logs that weigh thousands of pounds. The grapple's reinforced jaws bite down on uneven, bulky timber with complete control, hoisting and dropping it neatly into oversized containers for transport. Built for land clearing and large-scale logging operations, this setup turns backbreaking work into a streamlined process, ensuring that even the most stubborn wood debris is cleared, sorted, and prepped for the next stage. It's raw power engineered for total efficiency. Watch raw timber get demolished by the Bruck's 1004 CT, a true beast on wheels. Paired with a loader crane, this mobile wood chipper takes forestry efficiency to the next level. The crane's hydraulic grapple lifts massive logs and tangled branches, dropping them straight into the chipper's oversized intake. Inside, the Bruck's 1004 CT unleashes its high-powered cutting drums, shredding solid wood into uniform chips within seconds. Those chips flow into the large onboard container, ready for transport as biomass fuel or mulch. It's not just a machine, it's a complete wood processing system built for non-stop power, precision, and productivity in the toughest forestry and land clearing jobs. When steel stands in the way, these giants cut it down to size. In this scrap processing yard, excavators like the Liebherr 974 Latronic and Hitachi models are fitted with VTNCI 13,000 hydraulic scrap shears, attachments built to dominate the toughest metal. With jaws that deliver crushing force, they slice through thick pipes, beams, and twisted steel as if they were nothing more than branches. The long-reach booms give operators the ability to tackle oversized scrap piles with precision and control, turning chaos into neatly cut sections ready for recycling. It's raw power and engineering finesse at work, transforming mountains of scrap into valuable material for melting, transport, and industrial reuse. That moment had my heart pounding. What about you? Drop your reaction in the comments. Dense forests don't stand a chance against this two-machine powerhouse. On one side, a John Deere excavator fitted with a forestry mulcher head grinds down small trees, brush, and heavy vegetation with its rotating drum armed with hardened teeth. Every pass turns tangled growth into fine mulch, leveling the ground instantly. Working alongside it, a Valtra tractor with an FAE forestry mulcher attachment chews through fallen branches and stubborn stumps, clearing everything in its path. Together, tracked and wheeled machines bring unstoppable efficiency to land clearing, transforming overgrown terrain into clean, usable ground in record time. Meet the Comptech Crambo 6000, the slow-speed shredder that chews up timber like it's nothing. Fed by an excavator, this powerhouse takes on stumps, logs, and tangled branches with relentless force. Its twin-shaft drum system delivers massive torque, grinding even the toughest wood into clean, uniform chips in seconds. From there, an integrated conveyor keeps the stream flowing smoothly, piling up processed material without a pause. When mountains of wood waste stand in the way, the Moorbark 1300 steps up like a giant, Its massive rotating tub swallows bulky scraps, pallets, and whole logs with ease, dragging them straight into a hammer mill that pulverizes wood into fine mulch in seconds. Excavators and loaders keep the flow non-stop, feeding pile after pile into this grinding powerhouse. The machine in action here is a Diamond Z tub grinder, a massive industrial grinder built for high-volume wood and green waste processing. Large tree trunks and stumps are fed into its rotating tub, where powerful hammer mill teeth shred the material with incredible force. The machine then discharges the processed wood chips at high speed through its conveyor, creating a continuous stream of mulch. Known for its raw power and efficiency, the Diamond Z tub grinder is widely used in land clearing, forestry, and recycling operations, where it quickly transforms bulky organic debris into usable biomass. Steel beams, pipes, and scrap don't stand a chance against the VTN Psi Series scrap shear. Mounted on a heavy-duty excavator, these hydraulic jaws bite down with insane cutting force, slicing through industrial-grade steel like it's nothing. Every grip, every cut transforms massive, unmanageable scrap into neat, recyclable chunks in seconds. Built for demolition and recycling yards, the VTN Psi Series is pure precision and brutal power combined, turning mountains of heavy-duty waste into valuable raw material with unstoppable efficiency. When brute force meets engineering mastery, you get the Moorbark Woodhog 5400XT. This horizontal grinder devours whole trees, tangled branches, and forestry debris with unstoppable hunger. Its massive feed rollers drag timber into the grinding chamber, where a high-speed rotor armed with heavy-duty hammers pulverizes wood into clean, uniform chips in seconds. From there, the conveyor system unleashes towering piles of biomass, perfect for landscaping, composting, or renewable energy. Built to endure the heaviest workloads, the 5400XT is more than a grinder. It's a production beast that turns waste into pure resource with relentless reliability. When twisted steel and automotive scrap meet the jaws of the Uraco 95DK, nothing survives. This mobile shredder tears through heavy car parts, pipes, and industrial waste like paper, powered by dual high-torque shafts armed with hardened steel teeth. Every drop into its reinforced hopper is a death sentence for metal, ripped apart and transformed into uniform fragments within seconds. The speed and precision of the Uraco 95DK don't just crush waste. They redefine recycling, turning chaos into clean, manageable resources ready for smelting and reuse. Built for endurance, engineered for efficiency, this machine is a titan of modern scrap processing. Mountains of tires don't stand a chance against the Untha XR series shredder. Designed to dominate end-of-life rubber and bulky waste, this machine rips through damaged tires with relentless precision. Inside its hopper, slow-speed, high-torque cutting shafts tear apart the thick rubber and embedded steel, reducing what was once unmanageable junk into uniform chips in seconds. From there, the conveyor unleashes steady streams of shredded output, ready to be recycled into new raw materials or transformed into alternative fuel for cement and energy plants. Rugged, efficient, and built for non-stop performance, the Untha XR series proves why it's a cornerstone of modern sustainable waste management. At the heart of the quarry, the Metso Locotrack LT-106 mobile jaw crusher turns raw stone into power. Massive boulders drop into its steel chamber, where crushing jaws deliver unstoppable force, breaking solid rock into perfect, uniform aggregate. With every cycle, the conveyor spills out neat piles of processed stone, fuel for roads, bridges, and massive construction projects. Engineered for mobility and relentless efficiency, the LT-106 isn't just a machine. It's the muscle that transforms mountains into material, proving why it's a cornerstone of modern quarrying. Moving a fully grown tree isn't just tough, it's almost impossible without the right machine. That's where the Big John tree spade comes in. A monster of arboricultural engineering designed to lift giants straight out of the ground with their roots still intact. Its bright yellow hydraulic blades drive deep into the soil, wrapping around the trunk and cradling the entire root ball in one powerful grip. With a single lift, the tree is uprooted and ready to be replanted elsewhere, safely, efficiently, and without damage. This is precision engineering meeting ecological care, turning what once seemed impossible into an everyday operation. You've just seen the most dangerous car crushers and monster wood chippers in full fury, machines that flatten steel like paper and shred timber faster than the eye can follow. But this is just the surface. The world of extreme machinery is bigger, louder, and more unstoppable than you can imagine. Here on Tech Trouble, we bring you front-row access to the rawest displays of industrial power, from metal-munching shredders to tree-eating giants that turn destruction into pure performance. Every clip is proof of what happens when engineering meets sheer force. So if you're addicted to speed, power, and chaos, this is your home. Hit that like button, subscribe to Tech Trouble, and turn on the bell, because the next wave of machines we're about to drop will blow your mind even harder. The destruction doesn't end here. In fact, it's only getting started.